All right, let's see. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Let's see, we got coming into the live training today. Brent, welcome in. Keenan, welcome in. Let's see. Brent, let me come over to you. If you want to unmute yourself and say hello, you can say hello if you'd like to. If not, if everyone could put a one in the chat if they're new to Dubb, and please put a two if you're returning. That would be helpful. So one if you're new to Dubb, two if you're returning in the chat, if you don't mind. And if you want to throw your industry in there too, that'd be great if you want to do that. Let's see. So Brent, if you can hear me okay, if you want to unmute, you can. If you want to say hi, if not, you can say hello in the chat if you'd like to. You should be able to unmute if you'd like. Let's see. Let's see. Keenan, if you want to say hello as well, you're more than welcome to say hello if you'd like to. You can unmute if you want. If not, you can say hi in the chat if you'd like to do that. Same thing with, let's see, Lisa, I believe. Welcome back, Lisa. I believe, I think. I think you've been in here before. Hi, Lisa. Looks like you're off mute, Lisa, but unfortunately, I can't hear you, unfortunately. So if you want to say hi in the chat. Oh, hey there.
I'm here.
Hey, how are you, Lisa?
I had to flip a button on the laptop. Yeah, no, I'm not sure I've been here before. If I did, I couldn't stay long. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, your name looked familiar, but sometimes you know how names look familiar, but you're like, wait, I think I've seen that name before. What's going on? So what's your industry? What brings you our way?
I honestly don't remember.
All right. Well, do you remember what we do? Kind of the video stuff? Do you know?
I read it about 10 minutes ago and I forget already. Then
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll run through
do
it.
something with grandma. So,
No, that's cool. Yeah, do what you have to do. Yeah, we'll be running through the basics today. So I'll be running through that stuff and all of the live trainings that we have. We do these Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. PST. They're all going to be on our YouTube support channel. So if anybody wants to check those out, typically what people do is they come into the live training and then they'll, go back to the parts later that they want to see again. I just put the link in the chat. So all you have to do is just click on that link in the chat, open it up in a new tab, and just save that for later if you need it. Pat, I saw you said hi. Hi, Pat. If you want to unmute, you can. If you want to say hello, you can. I saw your hi in the chat. Hey, Pat.
Hey, hi Rob, how are you?
Good. What's happening?
Oh, things are good. Can't new year,
Yeah,
so reset and go forward. So
that's
everything.
awesome.
How about yourself?
Yeah, no, it's been good. Today we have it's kind of an odd day because it's on a Friday, so our team is off today. But myself, Darius, and Ruben were kind of popping around in different Zoom rooms doing some stuff, and then we really kind of hit it next Monday as far
Yeah,
as everything. But how about your industry, Pat? What do you do again? Remind me.
financial services.
Oh, nice. What's
Yeah.
how's the video recording going? Have you sent stuff out?
No, like I have done nothing yet. I'm
Okay.
just, like I haven't done anything. I just, it's something I'm looking at, you
Okay.
know, implementing. I
Okay.
haven't done any of this yet. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, we have these Monday through Friday. So usually, like I said, the recordings are the big thing. So the link I put into the chat, when people come in for specific reasons, they're like, "Hey, I want to reach out more on LinkedIn." When we cover that part of it, what people will do is they'll go to the training later. It's usually on YouTube in a couple hours. Today might be a day or two just because the team's off, but they'll go back to the part of the training and say, "All right, I'm going to hone in on that one part." Because the big thing with Dubb in general is really trying to utilize the right use cases. Like,
Right.
what am I trying to do? What's the technology that's going to make that happen? Because with Dubb, there's different ways to record. There's different styles. And I'm gonna cover that today and kind of like, hey, this style is good for this one's good for that. So
Okay, great. Sounds great.
yeah, well, good to meet you, Pat.
Yeah, thank you, Rob.
Yeah. And then everybody else, welcome in. And I'm going to share my screen right now and let's go through Dubb. Let's take it through the basics and let's talk about some things that make sense in here. All right, let me share my screen. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and I will answer them on the backside in a little bit. All right, let me share my screen here and let's begin. Okay, so when you think about Dubb in general, it's about what does it look like when someone gets it. So this right here is an example of when you hit record with Dubb, regardless of the recording styles that I'm going to show you in a little bit, but when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to be a repeating animated video GIF preview, like you see right here. So if you're doing jumping jacks, after you hit record, the first 3 seconds, that's what's going to show. You can technically, with editing inside of the platform, choose a different part of the video to be your first 3 second visual, but just know to be, efficient when you hit record. First 3 seconds is going to repeat. So we want to make the first 3 seconds as inviting and have enough context as we can so someone's going to want to click on it. Now, this particular style that I've recorded right here was recorded with the webcam, the basic webcam recorder inside of the Dubb platform. I have the Dubb mobile app on my phone that I got, and it has a whiteboard feature where you can type a message. So, and the last part of it is me waving and pointing, because remember, it's animated, so you want to do something interesting. So I want to give the person context. So you always want to think about what your hook is. So before you decide on what kind of video you want to record, you want to think of, okay, who are the people I'm reaching out to? Who's my ICP, my ideal client profile? What's the message I want to give to them? What kind of hook do I want to give them so they want to click on this thing and then take an action? So you want to figure out the hook first. Now, if you use ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini or whatever, or you even use Dubb and use Auto, as you can see right here, Auto inside the Dubb dashboard right here is our little AI little helper here. If you put in there to ChatGPT or any of the AIs that you use right here, please give me 25 to 6 word hooks that explain, and in our case, how video will increase sales, blah, blah, blah. Whatever your industry is, start with please give me 25 to 6 word hooks that will and then explain to the AI who the folks are you're reaching out to, what you want them to do, what your point is, all that. And then it's going to give you a list like this right here. I said I asked for 20. And then you can give these a human pass and then decide how you want to use them. Like this first one here, double response rate with personalized video. I could say double right now. Like you can say to the AI, make these a little wittier or a little punchier, whatever you want to do. But the point is, it's going to give you a starting point to where you actually have a hook. And then once you have a hook, then it's about how you displaying the hook. And in this case, I'm going to have it right on the whiteboard like that, which is why I said 5 to 6 words. Now, also, the reason I said 5 to 6 words is because when you send a dub video out, you want to think about the subject line. So you don't want to have too many words in here because you don't want it to get cut off. So this hook in the subject line and this hook they're seeing here should be pretty similar because you got to get them to come here first before they get here. And whenever you send a dub video by email in general, just as a good rule, always put the word video first because it's rare that you see that in an email inbox. Now, this is one style that you can record from the webcam. There's also a style that you can record from that same webcam where you can drop a virtual background behind you. So it could be a profile like you see right here. It could be a company website. It could be a screenshot of an action that someone's took. It could be a market update. Anything to give context about why I'm sending you this video. Now, if I was in real estate, I could have a property behind me like that. And I could hold up the whiteboard at the same time, giving the property address or a fun fact about that property. I also could send someone a video, like I just showed you, with their profile behind, and I could still hold up the whiteboard at the same time with a hook that we talked about, the question, whatever you want. So you can do the whiteboard by itself, the virtual background by itself, or do a combination of both. You also have a style of video that you can record, which is a screen recording video. So this right here is done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It is a browser-based screen recorder. So any website that you want to be on top of where you're pointing stuff out, this is a really nice thing to be able to use. So you want to get it by Googling Dubb Chrome extension. It'll be a little button that you put right up here in the browser. And when you have that here and it's logged in, you'll be able to do a recording like this. Now, this is a market update in real estate. But again, any industry that you're in where you want to show a website and be on top. Now notice that I have annotation arrows pointing towards the bubble, and notice I'm also holding that whiteboard that we just talked about. Now you don't have to hold the whiteboard. If I was going to make a marketing video here on the website, I could just point at the title, smile and wave and point at the title. That's fine. But why not take an additional step? Because I know it's a marketing update, but I have big change written on the whiteboard. So that's an additional message to get them to want to click even more. So something to think about in terms of how you present that. Now we also have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. So the desktop app is really cool. It's kind of like a drone that flies over the computer screen and it can go on top of anything. It can go on top of a Canvas slide, a website, a video, a document. And in this case with the desktop app, I can crop in closer. So this is a website where it was a market update, but notice how I'm pushed in on the site. It's not showing the whole tab. I'm zoomed in. and then I'm just pointing something out. So it's pretty awesome. So I'll show you the differences between the desktop app and the Chrome extension recorder in a little bit. Now you also have a mobile app that you can use. So the mobile app, you can do a virtual background like you see right here. Take a screenshot of whatever you like to put behind you. You can do text on the screen, see the address right there. You also can do what we talked about with the hook. I can just type a hook or an introduction like, hi, John, right here, but it could be that hook we talked about, where I could put it above my head, below, wherever I want it, and it gives the same kind of idea, and you just click and record on the mobile app. You also have on the mobile app picture in picture, which is really cool for real estate folks who love doing property walkthroughs. You can show what's in front of you and be on the screen at the same time. You also, if you want to ever get video testimonials and you happen to be in person with the person, you can sit them down across from you, record them, and then you're on the screen with them as they're giving the testimonial and you can ask them some questions. You also can take your phone, pull up a website and lean in with your phone and show it and narrate through what you're talking about. So these are all different visual ways, excuse me, to really give a good hook that someone's going to want to click on. And that's really the point. Now, when someone gets these Dubb videos and they are interested to click on it and they do click, then they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. So it's going to have your logo to the top left. It's going to have the initial video you recorded right here in the middle. And then it's going to have playlist videos that are going to play right after the video you've recorded. Now, the playlist videos are great because they not only provide more information and education, but, excuse me, you can record a video one time about what you do, minute, minute and a half, and it's basically your pitch video about your products and services. So you only need to record it once, and it will always play right after the first video that you've made. It's like a seamless transition. That gives you the ability that when you record these first videos, whether they're one-to-one or one-to-many, you can focus on that hook that we talked about, keep it nice and short, 30 to 40 seconds, get in, get out, drop that value they need to drop and have them take an action. And then that video right after it will be about you and your products and your services. And then below here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to reply with a video? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want them to check out your website? So there's a lot of different options you have down here. Do you want them to check out a case study, leave you a review? Now, if you don't have video testimonials that you see right here in the playlist, notice how that's the last video. It says Dubb video testimonials. Testimonials from your client. Here's a good way to get them that Dubb people have used over the years. It's with this little reply with video button down here. So you send someone a Dubb video, have that button below it, and it would be something like this. You would say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you need to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. And just let me know, what have you enjoyed about the platform? And then they send that video back to you. You get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply. Excuse me. And then you make it part of the playlist. And that kind of brings it home, this little circle right here. The initial video you've made, followed by a video about what you do, followed by video testimonials. And then the last part of this page is over here to the right, your AI assistant, SIA, your sales interactive assistant. Now, you don't have to have this AI on the page, just a little switch inside of Dubb. But when you do, we've had good feedback on this thing because when people get on your landing page, maybe they're thinking about taking the next action, but maybe they have questions. So you can have up to 20 FAQs that you can create. 3 of them will show. You can ask the AI a question, and the AI will give the answer and then push for whatever your desired outcome is. So in this case, I want someone to book a time in my calendar. So that would the AI would give the answer and say, by the way, are you ready to book a time with Rob? So whatever you want them to do next, it's going to keep the momentum going and push for that. Now, the AI is educated with individual website links that you would import into Dubb. It would physically learn what's in text on those pages. And then you also can upload a PDF as well. So either one or the other or both. And then the AI will become educated on what you do and then help you close those deals. Now, this page in general, these preset landing pages that you're looking at right here, when you think about your audience, you should have a preset landing page that represents different parts of your audience. So if I was in real estate and I represented buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds. I would want different preset landing pages for those different segments of my audience. If I was in recruiting and I worked with employers and candidates, I would want pages for both of those. If I was in coaching and consulting, different industries. If I was in financial, different parts of the services there. Mortgage, insurance, all the same. There's all different segmentations. So when you're on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things that we do is our team meets you in Zoom and they help you with an optimization setup. Pages, buttons, logos, everything you see right here. So you can get going right out of the gate. And all of this is tracked. Did someone open the email? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they click on any buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they just view the page? All of this information helps you follow up in a really smart way. Now, in terms of recording, how do we record the different styles? Well, this one right here, this basic webcam style, how do we do that? So inside of Dubb, you're going to go right up here at the top and you're going to click on the red camera icon, and that's going to open up your camera. Now, when it opens up your camera, you have some options here. So, number one, if I want to get the whiteboard that you saw me holding up the message, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, this is the mobile app right here, you're going to click this button, this little square button right at the top, little person in the corner. When you select that, now you have a place to type. And this is where you would type your hook and the messaging that we talked about. Type it and then turn it. And then all you have to do is write like this. Decide how you want to move it. Now, if you want the virtual background behind here, go below, select virtual background, and then go down here. And then all you have to do here is just select let me go here. Select your photos right here, and then upload into this area any screenshots that you have. This is all the stuff we talked about before. Properties, articles, company websites, profiles, screenshots of someone taking an action, whatever you want to have a screenshot of, upload it into here. It creates a little library for you that you can choose from. Choose the one you want, select, and then it puts it behind you, just like this. Now, when you use the virtual background, you want to make sure you have a good front light. So either a ring light like I have now, or a natural light, or a combination of both. I wouldn't be bringing my arms out too crazy because they kind of get a little choppy here. I would keep them within the shoulders if you're doing any arm movement like this. And if you're going to use the whiteboard at the same time, keep it right here in front like this. Now, if you want to use a teleprompter, you have that available as well. So if you click up here, and now first of all, before you click up here, you want to make sure that you have a script saved in Dubb. So once you have a script saved in the Dubb platform, then you can click up here. You can either scroll to find the script, or you can type in the name of the script like this, and then it pops down. Now, every recording type on Dubb that I'm going to show you has a teleprompter option. If you haven't used one, it's pretty awesome. The words are right in front of you. It just takes a little bit of practice. Now, you can increase the speed right here with this button right here, up or down, play button, see if you like the speed, back the text off, or zoom it in. Now, if you are searching for the words, because when you use a teleprompter, you want to be about arm's distance away. You want to let the words flow up into the top line so they meet your eyes at the top. If you're searching for the words, like you're reading it and you just keep looking down, you want to increase the speed. And then it'll match your speed in terms of how you're speaking. Now, if you want to edit the script, you can click the little edit button right here. So you can edit this on the fly. Because if you're reading it and something doesn't sound right, because sometimes you write something and then you read it, it sounds a little different. You can change that right here if you want to and save it. Now, if we're going to put all this together, I'm going to use the whiteboard here. We have our virtual background, and we're going to use the teleprompter. We're going to maximize this whole thing. Hit record, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button right down here if I want to stop the recording. Click it again, keep going. I can hit the delete button if I want to delete it, but it's always going to ask you, are you sure? And if you want to save this into the Dubb platform, all you have to do is click the check mark right here, and it's going to save it into the platform. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just click this little button right here, and it'll close it. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can either send one-to-one or one-to-many messaging right from your webcam, right at the computer, right inside of Dubb. Whiteboard, no whiteboard, virtual background, no virtual background. You can do it all from right here. So I'm going to hit the check mark here, and it's going to save this video inside of Dubb. Now, when a video gets saved inside of Dubb, it's going to take me to the video edit page, which is this right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to choose a different video just because this one's still transcoding. But when you save a video into Dubb, you're going to land on the video edit page here, and you have options. So up here at the top, you can click the pencil icon, and I can change the title of this video to something else internally. Click the check mark, and there it is. I can download the MP4 version of this video. So any video you save in the Dubb, you can download the MP4 file version. So you have it. The social media platforms, they love the raw files. So when you're doing social videos, if you record something in Dubb, you just download the MP4 and then upload it to the different sites. Now, over here to the right, there's a little preview button. Over here, it's a little square button with the arrow. If we click that, it's going to open up in a new tab and it's going to say, hey, this is your landing page. Great. It's got my buttons, it's got my logo, and it's got my playlist videos. Everything looks great. Now, there's a drop down right here where if I click this, I can change it to a different preset background if I want to, if I've created them. See how this one right here says Rob's preset? It's got a check mark. That's my default preset landing page. So anytime I record a video, that background will always be attached to it unless I change it, which I can right here. You can upload it directly to a YouTube channel if you have one. And down here, you have an analytics tab. So this is our AI coach, Kyra. So when you click generate after you record a video, it's going to give you feedback. It's going to give you a delivery analysis down here. And it's also going to give you feedback on your visuals and your content. So if you want a non-biased opinion on what you just recorded, just click generate for Kyra. And then, like I mentioned before, activity over here to the right. You can really drill down on what you want to know more about. Did they click on the email? Did they click on the buttons? Did they watch the videos? Did they take any action? All of that is available right over here. Then we also have a details tab. Excuse me. This details tab is going to remind you what buttons are below your video, what sales assistant you have on the page, the AI, and what playlist videos are going to play after. And if you want to change any of these, you can change them right here. Now, if I had sent this video out to someone and I forgot to add a button or a video and I wanted to change it, but I forgot to do it, but I already sent it, I can still make these changes and it will retroactively change itself on the other side. You also have an editing tab. So any video that you save in the Dubb, you can play, you can drag your timeline. So let's just say I want to cut something out. I'm going to drag it to my first cut point. Let's just say it's right here. I'm going to click the scissor icon up here at the top. There we go. See how it's split in two? Now I'm going to drag it or play it to my second cut point. Let's just say it's there. Scissor icon. Now I have three specific pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange, I'm going to click the delete trash can, and it's gone. And if I want to bring everything back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. Now we also have a design tab. So the design tab is kind of like I was talking about in the beginning, where when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. Well, this is where you can change that. You can drag your timeline to a different part of the video that you like better visually if you want to, right? And then all you have to do is click generate thumbnail, and that will be the first 3 seconds. Or you can upload your own thumbnail as a choice right inside here as well. Now, every Dubb video also has a QR code. So if you have physical marketing that you do, like if you're in real estate and you do, door hanger stuff, mail drops, why not have a fun video that you've created? Like, hey, thanks for pulling me out of your mail stack, and they see that. If you go to live events, have a QR code video ready to go. If you have your little booth at your event, have the QR code sitting there on a placard. If you're just physically walking around, have a little QR code someone can scan, and then you already have a video recorded. Hey, it was great meeting you at the event. You also can use QR codes if you do open houses in real estate, which is pretty awesome. Have it set up right on the counter. So when they leave, hey, thanks for checking out the open house. By the way, click below if you want to see more properties similar to this one. So a lot of options with the QR code stuff, which you have available. So we recorded a video, we have it on a landing page, and now we just want to do a simple send. So to send it, all you have to do is go into your email client, open up a compose, make sure before, like I mentioned, you want to have the word video in the subject line, first thing they read. You want to have your hook that we talked about, a little bit of text here, then you're going to drop the video in. Now you can drop the video in two ways. One, inside the platform where we were, right in here, there's a big blue share and send button. Click that there. Put that email in for the advanced tracking that you want to get, the person's email. And then, a little personalization text. If you want to type something at the top of the video, you can. Click copy for email. And then it's just a copy and paste. And you drop it in just like that. Now, another way that you can do this is with a shortcut. And this is available by Gmail and Outlook 365. So in Gmail, you're going to notice the little Dubb button we have down here at the bottom. In Outlook 365, it'll be off to the right in add-ins. But the reason this little button is here is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second that I mentioned earlier. So when this is pinned and logged in, this little button shows up, you click on it, and when this, I could record a video right from inside the email client right here if I wanted to. But in this case, we're going to scroll to find the video that I want to add to the email. Now, let's just say it's this one right here. You're going to click Advanced Options, put that email in for tracking like we talked about, add a little personalization text if you want to, and then all you do is just pop it in, and then it will pop it in just like you see it right here. Now, as far as screen recording, how would we do that? This is the style right here that we talked about earlier. How would we record something like this? And again, this is good for any website you want to be on top of. So we're going to look at LinkedIn as a specific example. So let's just say I want to reach out to Ruben here on LinkedIn. I'm going to get the Dubb Chrome extension, have it pinned up here at the top, click on it, then it's going to open up and it's going to physically put me on the page like this. Now, whenever you're using the Chrome extension screen recorder, you want to think about size, placement, and shape. Okay. So size you can adjust right at the bottom, just kind of drag it to the side like this. You don't want to go too big, otherwise, what's the point of doing a screen recording if you're blocking everything? So probably about here. And then you want to think about shape. Do I want to be phone shape, rectangle, square, circle? Just try to match the feel of the page. LinkedIn uses circles. I'm going to stay a circle. And the last thing you want to think about is placement. Where do I want to put myself? Well, I don't want to block everything, but at the same time, I'm going to be right next to Ruben right here. If I can even knock on his bubble if I wanted to. Now, the function inside of here, you can zoom yourself in for a tighter frame, back yourself up. You also can physically move yourself around inside here if you want a better frame. You also can jump to full screen, go back to the page. You have an annotation tool right over here at the left to point things out. I can turn my camera off if I want to, turn it back on. I can use my headshot if I want to. And then I also can do a virtual background behind me inside the bubble here, like you just saw that I did on the webcam. You also have a teleprompter available, just like we just saw. Now, this teleprompter is a little bit different. So this is where you can manipulate the sides like this, or you can physically move this wherever you want to move it. So in my case, I'm going to put it up towards the camera. Now, the thing to remember about the Dubb Chrome extension recorder is it's browser based. So you don't want to go full screen on your browser if you want to use the teleprompter. Why? Because it will hide the teleprompter tab. You won't be able to see it. You won't be able to physically click on it. So if you're going to use the teleprompter, don't go full screen on your browser. Just leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record, you can physically tap this thing, bring it forward, and you're able to read it and use it. You also have three different orientations over here to the right that you can record in. Camera, which opens up like a webcam. Tab, which means it's only going to be a nice clean cut of this page that I'm on. It won't show any of my tab mess that I have at the top. And then you have screen. Now, screen will record the full screen, and you would only want to do this if you plan on jumping around to different tabs. Like if I started here, it would say, "Hey, Ruben, I want you to check out this website." And then I clicked on a different tab, the bubble would pop over to the other tab, and it would get that in the recording. For these, I usually go tab, as I want to focus on the page that I'm on. But it's up to you as far as what you want to use. Now, the last part of this is again the hook. Why not bring the hook in here, right? Have that extra message you want someone to see if you want to be able to do that. Now, to show how to record, I'm going to hit the recording button all the way to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is right there. You can see me on the screen. Click share, and I get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. It will be like this. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? Listen, I wanted to send you this quick video because I saw that you wrote a book called Click Record, which is great. I'm going to check it out. So I did my whole 3 second thing, right? I had my hook here. That's the repeating animated preview. And then I jumped to full screen because I wanted to talk to him directly. You don't have to do this next step, but when you make these screen recordings in general, it's nice to jump to full screen when you want to hammer home a point and you want them just to focus on you and what you're saying and then go back to what you're showing. If you want to do that, you can hover over with your mouse, hover over the webcam like this, double click it, it'll bring you here, double click the page to go back. You also can hover over this and click the little square right here, jumps you to full screen, click here to go back. You also can click the little remote control panel at the bottom, it says expand webcam, click it there, click it here to go back. You can also scroll around while you're recording, be very free flowing. If you're a little more regimented and you want to hit the pause button, hit the pause button. You don't have to do it all in one swing. Just hit pause, take a break, get yourself where you want to go, and then click resume and keep recording. And the annotation tool right over here is fun to use. You can use arrows. You can do text on screen if you'd like to. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can underline, you can circle, all kinds of stuff. You can draw on the screen. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky. So when you continue down the page, they're not going to follow you, which is nice. So if you're thinking about reaching out on LinkedIn, this is an awesome way to do it. If you're thinking about doing a market update or any kind of website where you want to walk through something and point some stuff out in a personal way, this is a nice way to do it. So again, I'm going to click the check mark like we did before, and this is going to save it into the Dubb platform right back to the video edit page where we were earlier. That's always where you're going to end up, which is going to be right here. Now, the video that we've recorded, excuse me, how would we share that with Ruben? So on LinkedIn, you want to make sure you're connected first before you send a Dubb video. It's got to be a first connection. And once they are, click message right here. You're going to notice the little Dubb button pops up down here at the bottom because we have an integration with LinkedIn. So just like we saw with the email, you're going to click the Dubb button here, opens up the shortcut. There's my video. Just click insert. And then you can even highlight this text right here. Excuse me. If you want to change it to something personal, then click send. And then Ruben is going to see that nice animated video preview, which is way better than any of the text-based stuff that's like copy and paste. So that's a screen recorder that's browser-based. Now let's look at a screen recorder that is not browser-based. This is the Dubb desktop app. So if you Google Dubb desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. On a PC, it'll be at the bottom, and a Mac, the little Dubb symbol, the D symbol will be here at the top. You can choose from its options right here, or you can click View Quick Menu. That will pop up in a different window. There it is. And has a number of things that you can do. We're going to look at screen recording because that's the example we just looked at with the Chrome extension. So I'm going to click Record Screen, and I'm going to show you the differences and similarities between the two that we just noticed. So first of all, with the webcam, all the same functionality you just saw in the Chrome extension you can do with the desktop app webcam, all the same stuff. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The only difference here is when you use this with the desktop app, the annotations will not stay sticky. They're going to follow you. So I would use them, delete them, and then move. The teleprompter, same thing in terms of you can move it around, but very different here though, because when you click in here to find the script, let's just grab this one right here. The first option that you have, you're going to notice, is auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if I hit record right now and I read the script, it's going to go at my pace. So that's a neat option to have. Now, if you want to use the scroll speed like you saw with the webcam and the Chrome prior to this, just click that, close it, and now you'll notice I can scroll, I can control the speed. So it's really just a choice of which one you like better, which one you're more comfortable with. I kind of go back and forth. Some days I'm in the mood to scroll, some days I want to do voice recognition. So you have that as a choice. Now, in terms of recording the screen, here are some cool choices that you have. So right down here, there's a red slash that goes through this box right here. That means if I was going to hit the record button right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. Notice it's on portrait right now. So this means I can record a social media portrait style from my desktop right here. And whatever's inside the blue lines here will be recorded. So I can either crunch my internet browser, pull up a document, whatever I want, put it on top of anything that you want, and you put your bubble inside here, and you're in the proper format to do that. You also can switch it to landscape, so which is the proper YouTube orientation. You can even switch it to custom, which means you can crop around anything that you want to crop around, whether it's on a Canvas slide, website, document, all the stuff we talked about. You can get very specific in terms of what you want to show. Now, the last part is the recording itself. So I'm going to click the record button. I have the 3, 2, 1, and I am recording now. And just like before, I can pause and resume if I want to. The major difference here is the check mark. So like we just discussed, when you click the check mark like before, it will save it into the platform, right? Not the case with the desktop app. When you click the check mark below, it's not saving it into the platform. It pulls up a preview window and says, you've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a bunch of clips, merge them together into one video, and then that video is going to be saved into the platform. The neat thing about clip recording is it gives you the ability, as you can see right here, to drag and drop videos from your computer and make them part of the story. So if you have that MP4 file like we talked about before, drop it right in and make it a clip and make it part of the story that you're telling. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So how do I keep recording? How do I keep going now? So down at the bottom left, you have three creative icons to continue recording. The one all the way to the left says record screen video, which is like I just did. So I'm going to click that button. It's going to take me right back to where I was. I could have changed the tab of the site or whatever I wanted to be on top of next, but the point is it's going to be the same style of recording. So I'm going to hit record again, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. And here we go. I am recording right now. I'm going to click the check mark. And there is the second clip that I've recorded. And you can change the orders of these clips. So I don't have to record chronologically, which is a nice relief. You can do the end, the middle, whatever you want. You can just move these around. And you also can tap the three-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now, another creative option you have down at the bottom left is record webcam video. So when I select that, it's going to open up my webcam. Now, when I hit record, this could be the opening to my video. This could be, hey, listen, I want to talk about this one fact. This could be the end of my video. Hey, thanks for watching. All you have to do is click below to book a time with me. Click the check mark. And now that visually different looking clip, you can put wherever you'd like. The last option down here is one of my favorites. This is called Dubb Narrator. Narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video that you've already recorded, put it inside of a bubble, and put it on top of anything on top of the screen. So let's just say I was reaching out on LinkedIn, and the outreach was the same for all the people I'm reaching out to. I could, in front of my webcam, with my, hold up the phone like we talked about before with the hook, right? I could record that to the webcam, even using a teleprompter, deliver the message, save it into Dubb, and then I can use Dubb Narrator here to just pull up different profiles on LinkedIn and put that one video that I recorded in on top of different profiles. I could do the same thing with an update in real estate. If I was doing a market update, I could sit in front of my webcam, talk about the market, then take that video and then put it on top of the website that's about the market or a document I've created, whatever I want, or a slideshow. Doesn't matter. The point is, it takes a pre-record and puts it on top of anything that you want. So once I pre-recorded a video, just click narrator video down here. It'll take me to my video library. Let's just pretend this is the video. Select it there. I can put it in any shape that I want, any size that I want, and then put it wherever I want, and then hit record. And then the pre-recorded version of me will do the talking. And then once you have this, you can pause, resume, you can click the check mark, and then there you have it right there. Now, when you're ready to merge all of these clips together into one video, all you do is click the edit button to the bottom right. It merges our clips together. And then you have the ability right here inside the desktop app to do some editing if you want to. Because remember, this is just like the editor I showed you inside of Dubb. It's very similar. You do the same thing right here. And then you can download the MP4 and you can upload it directly into Dubb. So the desktop app is just like a flying drone that pretty much is on top of everything. And it's a clip recorder and is a really good storytelling type style. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to look at is the Dubb mobile app. Now, the mobile app is awesome in its own right because it's very similar to the desktop app. It is a clip recorder as well. But with the mobile app, you have the cameras on the phones are pretty amazing. And you have the ability for some cool stuff on here. So let me share my screen and I'll show you what this looks like when you record with the mobile app. So first of all, you got to get the Dubb mobile app. When you have it, this is the home area. And to record a video, you're going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom, and it's going to open up the camera. Now, once it opens up, you're going to have some options here. So it's always defaulted for 1 minute. I always slide mine to 10 so I don't get cut off. And then, because you can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. And then to record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom. I'm going to tap it, and now I'm recording. You can see the timer on the button, and you can see the timer in the eye line up here at the top. I also can pause the recording. Hit the pause button here, stop the recording, click it again to keep going. And if I want to end the recording, just tap the circle. And there is the recording right here. 3, 2, 1. There it is. And there is the clip that I've just recorded. So like the desktop app, the mobile app is a clip recorder. And this clip has been automatically saved to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I need it on my phone. I'm going to hit record one more time. All right, here we go. Again, timer up here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds to register. I'm going to tap the circle again, and there is the second clip that I've recorded. And I can put these in any order that I want. So I can take my finger, hold one clip, and slide it. So again, you don't have to record chronologically. And if I tap a clip individually, I can delete, trim, and if I select edit, I can add music. We have a whole royalty-free library of music you can add. Just make sure that, when you adjust the levels, the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. We also have voiceover that you can do right here, or you can do a voiceover at the end. We also have text that you can add right here. Like I showed you in the beginning, you can add text like that welcome message, that introduction, that hook we talked about. You also can speed up the action. So if you were doing like a property walkthrough or you work with cars in a car lot and you wanted to show a visual and you wanted to speed it up, you can do that here. You can also burn in subtitles here, or you can wait till the end and do it at the end. Now, these icons right over here, what do they do? So if you select the tooltip at the top, the eye icon, select it here, it's going to remind you. These are all the different functionalities. Now, in terms of a countdown timer, it's good to have one of these on. We have 3 seconds and 10 seconds. I always go with three because I think it's kind of the perfect amount of time. Three, two, one, ready to smile, and you're ready to go. We also have a video stabilization button. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's a little herky-jerky, just select this button here, do low, medium, or high, and it basically will take it from this to more like this. Kind of like you're using one of those gimbals when you're recording. If you want to use a teleprompter, this one right here, this is one of our best. So if you go in here, remember, you have to have a script saved first. You either can scroll to find a script, or you can type in the name of the script just like we did before. And then once you have it, here we go. And then you have your speed right here between 1 and 10. You can hit the play button, see if you like that speed. You also can click the pencil icon if you want to make any changes, which you have the ability to do that there. And then you can even slide everything up. So if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, and they're not, that's where you want your eyes to be, and you're looking down, either increase the speed or push everything up with the guardrails. So if you go like this, it'll push up like that, and there's nothing to look at down there. It'll keep you going right at the top. Now, you also have as an option here, if you have an iPhone, this will give you an option right over here, the gear icon. So if you select the gear icon and you go auto track, now it's voice recognition. So when I hit record, this is what it would be like. Taking the last donut and leaving the empty box in the office kitchen? That's like not using AI and video to grow your sales. So see how it kind of went at my pace. And again, that's if you have an iPhone, you have that as an example for auto track. All right, next option. Let's just say you recorded something on your phone, a video, not within the Dubb mobile app, but it's on your phone, and you want to add it as a clip down here. Go to the folder icon here, find the video clip you want on your phone. It'll say, do you want to add clips? Yes. And then it will drop it right down in here, and then you can move it wherever you want to move it to. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, this right here. If you want to use filters, this one. So filters is like black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations. You can kind of just drag your way through this and see what you like, see what you want to do. And then this one right here is picture in picture. This is the one I showed in the beginning. This is the one where it's going to record what's in front of you. Whoops, hold on. It's going to record what's in front of you, and you can move yourself around, make yourself different sizes like this. So if I'm explaining something, obviously property walkthroughs are awesome for this, but you can zoom yourself in, back up. I also can show right here my computer. If I want to show someone's website, I could lean in like this. So a lot of really cool options you can do with the picture in picture. Last one right down here is virtual background. So if you ever screenshot something on your phone like we showed at the beginning, click that button there, puts it behind you, and you're able to record something. And then when you're ready to merge all these together, you're at the end of the video, you want to take your clips, merge them together into one. All you have to do is click the blue button at the top right. That merges everything together. And then once they're merged, you're going to have a finished copy of that video on your phone. And then you also can upload it into the platform. So you'll see here in a second that it's going to say upload. See that blue upload button? That saves it into Dubb. Now, inside here on the mobile app as well, you have some other options here. So see the video library? You can also send from the mobile app. So if you pick your video, I'm going to grab this one. See the blue share video? Click that right there and click copy for email. So it says copy to clipboard, paste it. You can also click copy for SMS, then just paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right of the video. One's a little block icon, that's the email. The paper airplane icon, that's SMS. Now you also have an AI writer here on there. So see the blue camera button at the bottom? Next to that is the gray brain icon. If you select that there, you have the ability to use an AI writer right here as well. Now, you also have the AI writer on the dashboard of your Dubb account. So when you're inside your Dubb area and you go to the dashboard, you have the ability to use the AI writer that I was using before right here. Now, when we look at this here, let's just redo this. See, it says chat with Otto right here, right? So what I want to say is if I want to say, hey, Otto, write me an email script or write me a video script, I can do that right in here. But there's a certain part of this that's pretty cool that you want to set up. So it's right over here to the right. This is a profile feature. It's this little person icon here. If you click this here, notice how it says basic and sales. And remember how before I told you that the preset landing pages, you want to have them set up for different parts of your audience? So if we take real estate as an example, I talked about earlier how you want the landing pages to be one for sellers, one for buyers. Same thing with here. You can segment out the parts of your writing. So I can create a buyer profile and a seller profile. So click create profile. And when you do, all you have to do is just answer the questions about this part of your audience. Give it a preferred tone of communication. You can even add the have method to the structure of the writing, which is hook your audience. We always talk about a hook, address their needs, provide value, extend a compelling call to action. Then click save. And then all I have to do is when I use the AI writer, it's okay, what part of my audience am I writing for? Is it my sellers, my buyers? Click the one that you want. Let's just say it's sellers right here. You clicked it, right? And then all you have to do is type in here, hey, Otto, give me what I want. And then it'll ask you if you want to save it to scripts, which you can, so you can use it in teleprompter, and it will know the information about that part of your audience. So it's pretty educated about it. So this is a neat little function right over here, the profile function within the AI writer. Now, if you don't know about our affiliate program, our Dubb partner program, that is right over here to the left. If you click on referrals and click apply now, we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb when you share your referral link. We also do an additional 10% as well. So if you guys sent me your referral link and I subscribed, you get 30%. And then if I make my own link and I share it with someone and they subscribe, you get another 10%. So it's a simple 30-10 split. In terms of training, over here to the right, under training, there's this second link right here. If you click this here, it opens up a full page called Dubb Academy, which has training videos on everything we do inside of Dubb. So it's a really good area to learn. If you need help, we have our little icon right over down here at the bottom left, our little intercom. If you click it here, you can ask the AI a question. You can talk with someone on the team. You can do a little keyword search for videos and articles related to what you're looking for. All of that is available right down there. Now, lastly, if you have a CRM that you like you have a HubSpot or a Salesforce or a Go High Level or something you really enjoy using and you just want to, add video to it, you don't want to, change it because it's not broken. We have a whole integration list of a ton of third-party tools and CRMs that we integrate with. Like if I have Salesforce and I love Salesforce, all my workflows are in there, I just want to add video, just add video. Now, if you don't have a CRM and you want to use Dubb, you absolutely can do that. You can click over here on CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags. You can do campaigns, bulk email and SMS. And you even can do automation, which is part of our Pro Plus plan, which does automated drip sequences, which you can do as well. So it's really about, at the end of the day, deciding who are the people I'm reaching out to, what is my messaging, what's my hook, and what part of the technology do I want to use to make that happen? Do I want to record from my webcam? Do I want to do a screen recording where I'm in a bubble? Do I want to record from my mobile app where I'm using picture in picture and I'm on the screen? So once you know who your people are, what the message is, and how you want to record, that's really what you hone in on. And then you can adjust out from there. Okay, so let me see what's in our little chat over here to the right. Let's see. Lisa. Okay, got it. Real estate clients. Okay, perfect. Cool. Well, does anyone have any questions? Anything on anyone's mind from what we just saw? This will be available again on Dubb Support, the link I put in there earlier. That is our YouTube support channel. Again, I'll put that link in there again right now. I'll drop this in. There you go. And if anybody who wants to attend, if you're in real estate and you want to attend a specific real estate webinar that we do every week, that's our Dubb Real Estate Coaching session. So I'm going to put this link right in here in the chat. And this link, if you just want to click on it, open it up in a new tab and save it, that's every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. So if you're in real estate, it is real estate specific, and we do it every week. And Dubb Partners that I was just mentioning, our partner program, our affiliate program, We do coaching every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. PST, and I just put the link in there for that. So you can click on that if you want to attend every Thursday. And if you are part of Pro Plus, we have two packages with Dubb, Pro and Pro Plus. If you are part of Pro Plus and you want to go to the Pro Plus coaching that is every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST with Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, they have their own curriculum. They have a little form you can fill out about your business. That is the link that I just put in there as well. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. We're getting to the top of the hour. Any questions before we go? Anything from anybody? Anything on their mind? Any questions that they have? Anything before we head out for the weekend? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, perfect. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming in. Happy New Year, and we'll see everyone on Monday to get things going. Have a great weekend, everybody.